How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hola, hola, hola. How y'all doing? Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, beautiful people. How y'all doing? How y'all beautiful people doing this morning? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I'm about to make some juice for y'all. A lot of people always ask me about making juice in a blender and not in a juicer. I don't have a juicer. It's not an excuse. I'm about to show you how to make juice in a blender. So look, boom. I'm about to show you how to make some beet juice. I'm about to show you how to make beet juice in a blender. Right? We got our beets. The key to making beet juice in a blender, or any type of juice in a blender, is cheesecloth. The key to making Seamoss, I said Seamoss. Somebody said they never tried Seamoss. If you never, you in Atlanta, bro. If you never tried Seamoss, hit me up. I'll pull up on you today. If you in Atlanta, I got an event on the 28th. All right. I may need a bigger piece than this. But anyway, all we're gonna do, I'm making beet lemonade. I'm making a beet lemonade recipe. I know I was talking about my event in Atlanta too. Don't think I ain't forget. My event in Atlanta is on the 28th. It's a cellular health demonstration. My audio book is going on sale that day. It's actually releasing that day. My audio book releases 12/28. If you bought my audiobook on pre-sale or releases the 28th, I'm doing a party in Atlanta. I'm cooking for everyone who comes to my party in Atlanta. So look, I'm using the same beets. I'm using the same recipe that I just used in the juicer. But the thing is, I'm going to cut up and peel some of these vegetables because I don't want to put that stress on my Ninja blender. So I'm about to cut up some of these vegetables, right? I'm using the whole vegetable. I'm just cutting it up. The pineapple. I'm just cutting it up. Don't try this at home. I should have cut it up smaller. All right, there we go. All right, my lemons, I'm gonna try to kind of peel those. So if you don't have a juicer, it's okay. You can still make this recipe for your family to help heal their cells. A lot of times we make excuses instead of trying to be innovative. I started my cellular health journey at 14 years old. It was nothing pretty about how I started my journey. It was nothing elaborate about how I started my cellular health journey at 14 years old. I just did it. That's what I encourage people to do. Just do it. That's why I don't judge people for where they at. Just do it. You don't have to be perfect along your journey. Y'all see me making this juice this morning. It's not a perfect juice, But it's going to be perfect for my body because I told myself this is what's going to heal my body. I got my girl coming over this weekend. This is going to be perfect for her. I know what this juice is for, and I'm telling my body what it's for when I make it. It's homemade cellular health juice. I know what it's going to do. This is what we got to do. Be more intentional about helping and healing our families. If you love your family, you shouldn't be poisoning your family or contributing to their demise when it comes to certain foods. So look, I'm just putting all this in here, right? Cutting up my apple. Small pieces. I'm going to take out the core with the seeds. Boom. Put all this in there, all right? I'm going to turn it on. But before I turn it on, I'm going to add my filtered water. I'm going to add about 16 to 24 ounces of filtered water. All right. And technically, I cheated because I ain't used my other beet, right? So, I'm going to make sure I don't cheat and I use my other beet. But I wanted to dilute it some so I could have room for my other beet. And in the other one, I put mint. In this one, I'm going to put some ginger. In this one, I'm going to put ginger. Around me, it's always happy time when it comes to food. Every time I get a chance, I'm adding something to benefit my family and friends' cells. No, I didn't peel the beet. I washed it. I didn't peel it. I'm going to add some more of my filtered water. Boom. All right, so now we have this. We got our beet pulp, right? I got a strainer inside my bowl. Y'all see that? I'm going to put my cheesecloth in my strainer. I'm going to take this and pour it in the middle. Oh. Because I like all my juice, I just rinse that out and pour that in there too. Boom. And now you just want to start to collect the ends of your cheesecloth. Start to collect your ends of your cheesecloth. And as you do that, y'all see all that? Y'all see that, right? Yes, it's a little more work. Yes, it's a little more work. But I love my family enough to do the work for them. I'm going to squeeze this and just keep turning it until it's dry. Look how rich and red that is. Look how rich and red this is. And for people who don't know, the original red velvet cakes were dyed with this. The red velvet cakes were dyed and sweetened with beetroot juice. I made a little mess. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. I can still get some more out of here. I'm going to set this off to the side just for time's sake. If you just joining, we are making homemade circulation juice. Peace and love. If you just joining, we're making beet juice. A lot of people have been DMing me, asking me about blood pressure and circulation issues. A lot of people have been DMing me, asking me about blood pressure and circulation issues. Blood pressure control. Blood pressure control. Especially around this time of year where a lot of people are eating foods that's not helping their circulation. A lot of people are eating fried foods, fat foods, buttery foods, white sugar. They need something to help with their circulation because this is causing mucus. And look, because I don't like pulp in my juice, I'm going to strain it one more time. Because I don't like pulp, I'm going to strain this one more time. Or try to anyway. Hope. It don't matter. I'm going to try to strain this one more time. I ain't do a good job. You don't see much pulp in there, but y'all see this? I just made this in a blender. I see some of the. To be honest, this one tastes better than the other one just because the other one is more concentrated. This tastes like medicine. This tastes like juice. I know this is good for me. I would drink this all day. And the way that you make this drinkable for the children, and mind you, if you see it, I don't know whether you can see it. It's a little bit of the ginger and stuff floating in it, right? That's like the pulp. If you wanted it thinner, you could strain it again. Y'all see I tried, but the strainer fell in there. The cheesecloth fell in there. But this is cellular health juice. Somebody said, what is that? I'm going to see if y'all got questions. Can you reuse the cheesecloth? Yes. What is the longevity of the Seamoss once shipped out? 2 to 3 weeks. How do you wash your fruits? Baking soda and water, a little bit of vinegar. Does this juice help with detoxes, lymph, edema, swelling? Yes. The reason why this helps with edema and things like that, because a lot of times fluid is stuck in or fluid can't get in because the cells are isotonic. So you want something that's going to help the cells actually absorb the nutrients. Nitrates help your blood vessels dilate so you can get more nutrients to your organs. So that's why this is good for circulation or inflammation, because it has the beetroots and the pineapples. The pineapples help reduce inflammation because of bromelain. Somebody said, where can I find these mixing bowls? If you want to know where I got these mixing bowls, DM me. I'm not going to put it on live because they ain't gave me a check yet. I sent them the information to give me a check. They ain't gave me a check, so I ain't mentioning the product. I'll tell you, though, if you DM me. I get paid for all this. Let's see here. Can you use frozen pineapple? I don't use frozen anything when making my juice, because the purpose of getting fresh juice is you want the best nutrients possible. Granted, you see my vegetables was going a little bad. That's the time I would use my fresh vegetables and freeze them for smoothies. But if I'm making juice, I want the richest, most dense nutrients as possible. So I'm not going to use frozen vegetables to make fresh juice. This is cellular health juice. This is a blood pressure juice. This is for circulation. If you're just joining, please go get my Cellular Health 101 ebook. It's the foundation of what I teach. I just showed you how to make beetroot juice in your Ninja. Yes. But beetroot juice is good for anemia, preeclampsia, especially if you're pregnant. It helps with prevent neural tube defect. Somebody said, yeah, I've been wanting to try to dye in my red velvet cake with beets. Do it. It's also a natural sweetener. And look, yes, I'm showing how to make beetroot juice. This is not just juice. This is medicine. If you know somebody who's on blood pressure medicine, this is what you should be going to. If you know somebody who's on blood pressure medicine, you should be incorporating beet juice in their diet. Why wouldn't you? We give people medication every day, but we don't give them foods that's supposed to do what the medication does. If you sitting there and you watching Granny take all them pills, but ain't gave her no beet juice, you're not helping. You're watching her. All my elders in my family, they on Seamoss. They taking mullein for respiratory issues. They taking beet juice for circulation issues. They taking their ginger shots for digestion issues. Like, I got my family doing all these different things that I'm learning because I can't go out and teach others if I can't get my family to do what I'm teaching others to do. It starts at home. It starts at home. It starts at home. So look, this juice, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn this juice into a full jar. I'm going to add my agave. It's a bigger jar, so I'm going to add 2 shots. and you finish it off with your favorite spring water. So now I got a full jar of Kool-Aid for my family. I gotta find my big lids. But anyway, I'm about to get off of live. Do y'all got any questions about making cellular intentional, blood pressure reducing, regulating circulation for your family? Costs $5. This medication costs $5. But not only is it medication, it's something you could actually make to heal your family. If you know anybody taking blood pressure medicine, please start incorporating beetroot juice into their regimen. I just showed you how to do it for $5, and it's not going to make any of their other medications act worse. Sometimes our family is on blood pressure medication and they're on cholesterol medication, and when you take those together, it could deal with their joints. It could cause arthritis, things of that sort. Why would you continue to give them medication when you give them natural medicines? Don't ask me why did I just do something. I just told you why I did it, because this is for children. Children are used to drinking Kool-Aid. In my hood, they drinking Kool-Aid, they drinking red soda, they drinking pop. So I added agave to help them increase the likeliness of drinking a beetroot juice. Don't question why I do something. If you asking a question, that's different, but don't question why I do something. I do it because I know why I do it. I'm not showing you asking for validation. I'm showing you what I do because I had to do what I had to do to bring my community out of the darkness. So yes, kids who used to drinking red pop, I'm giving them agave. So here we go right here. I'm showing y'all how to show up better for your family. That's all I want y'all to do. Every day our community's got to strive to be better. If we could feed ourselves better, our hearts would be better. Our brains would be better. Our livers would be better. So daily, just try to do better. Don't let nobody beat you down about what you're not doing and why you're doing what you're doing. If you know why you're doing what you're doing, I salute you. If you trying to do better, I salute you. If you got people judging you, but you trying, I salute you. Don't let nobody dim your light. All I want you to do is try to show up better for your family. I'm going to continue to show cheap ways to do it. I'm going to continue to show ways that you can do it that's not stressful to your family. If you need help, get my Cellular Health 101 ebook. I'm trying to bring my community out of the darkness. If you on a high horse, I'm not trying to reach you. The people in my community know what I'm doing. I love you. I appreciate you. I got to go drop off some Seamoss. If you're just getting on this live and want Seamoss, click the link in my bio.